and that is www.debra-dachinger.com/free gift. That's Deborah Dachinger, DACHINGER.com/free gift. Get your free MP3, learn how to make your dreams come true. It's a secret recipe, fail-safe, surefire. And here we go. Let's talk about what's up right now and how to get you further. Little pieces, little chunks, getting you there, motivating you, inspiring you. That's what it's all about. Just know that whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, there is no failure. There is no failure in life. There is, however, feedback. So when something happens, a relationship, a situation, anything that feels like you want to define it and create a story out of it of failure, just shift that thinking around and know, this is feedback. What is it feeding back to me to learn, to shift, to change, to grow from? How do I need to do this better? Sure, feel your feelings, by the way. Any feelings you have, because sometimes we have a lot of them when things don't work out. That's okay. But when you come back out and you're ready, just, what'd you bring to the party? See what you could have done differently. It's really important. And I love this. Dr. Phil, this is a quote, a Dr. Phil quote, Phil McGraw. He says, say this to yourself. And this is about saying no, by the way. No is a complete sentence. Dr. Phil said, say this to yourself. I'm not required to do something simply because others expect it. Then look the person in the eye and say, I can't do it. So that'll take some of the busy out of your life, won't it? And some of the feeling of like I have to and I'm expected to. So let's talk about what can you do to attract what you want. Well, it's really good to be clear about what you want, isn't it? It's really good to ask for what you want. I've been learning to ask for things on whole new levels, looking at how I can ask for, how I can step out of, how I can say, oh, that can't happen. Well, maybe it can. Have you asked? Have you asked the right people? Always ask. What's the worst that could happen, right? Be excited about what you want. What you want is a good thing. It's your passion calling to you, your soul's blueprint saying, this is it, move forward, we're ready. Be open to receiving. Now, we could do all the work, we could really put it out there, but if you don't receive the opportunities and the good that come to you, what was all that work for? We must be ready and believe we're ready when it comes. And just so you know, you don't have to know everything. That's a little secret. You don't have to know everything. Sometimes we just say yes and we accept what has come to us, the good that has come to us, and we step into it, and we find that we just start learning and adjusting, and it's okay for all of that. And here's my favorite. Besides taking action, it's letting it go. It's letting it go. I could teach that for 1,000,000 years because source energy can dream a dream 10 times grander and bigger than we ever could. So with our best intentions, we put everything forward and then we take the action and we let it go because something more magnificent than us, who loves us, that we're actually a piece of, says, I got your back, honey. Watch this. And then you sit back and enjoy the surprises and the spontaneous wonderment that comes forward. Yeah, you want to ask for help and get assistance. So it's not just from those here in the earthly plane. It's okay to ask from above. Not out of desperation, not out of demand, but to say, this is who I am. This is why I feel I'm here. These are my gifts and my talents. Bring it. I'm ready. I'm ready. You put me in that big arena and I'll show up. Okay. Hey, challenge your obstacles. We all have them. Welcome to Earth, Whatever your obstacles are, it's okay. And just understand, frankly, obstacles are often internal. They often seem like they're out here, but I'm going to say 90-something% are manufactured in our heads, called limitations, and then they come out here, and they really mess us up. But, besides our lineage, our DNA, and all of that, for things that we really want, just know you don't have to suffer. You don't have to struggle. You can take it on. You can say, I know that pattern. I've been doing that my whole life. The fear thing, the doubt thing, the playing small thing, the not trusting thing, the thing of, thinking that I'm, worth that when really it's so expansive I couldn't even express it. the thing of separation, the thing of I can't because others expect, or nobody would accept me for, my gender, my sexuality, my gifts, whatever it is you put in that space, just know it's a story. Let it go. It's not working for you. And if you know anything about right now, time is ticking so fast. We've got to get on board. Time is ticking so fast and calling to us. And if you're feeling discomfort, often it's because we're not aligned with what our path is. And you may have to go through some stuff to see what is under that story. Why am I living that story? And whatever you have to do to heal it, you align yourself to heal, because we need you right now. If you're here right now, you were born to be a leader. You were born to be a chief. We love you. We need you. We're waiting for you. Now, practice gratitude. Here's a really cool one. My best friend and I we have a conversation every Wednesday, and one Wednesday we were both having this was right before the big shift that's going on, getting us into the end of the Mayan calendar and everything, and everybody was feeling it then. It was real crunchy emotionally, and she and I were talking, and she said, let's just practice gratitude today, and I was like, oh, that's fabulous. So that's exactly what we did. We spent the whole day, as she on the East Coast, me here on the West Coast, and that's what I did. Every conversation I had gratitude in it. There were people I took by surprise, even my boss here at Indy 100. I had a conversation with him, and I made sure before we got off the phone to let him know, hey, how you show up for me, the things you've done, I just laid it all out. How hard you work, how this place is running, the kind of numbers we pull in. I thank you. I appreciate you. I did that through emails, everything and everywhere I had contact. It was amazing. And things started happening, right? I feel like I shouldn't even have to say this, because gratitude really is its own reward, to feel full of thanks. But truthfully, it did turn things around, and not only my attitude and my feelings, but I got a client that day. Some money came to me. You know how it goes, right? You put that stuff out there. It's so beautiful what can come back. The next thing I'm going to suggest to you guys is join a mastermind group. I lead some. I teach people how to be exquisite on the radio. That's one of my expertise. And so I've got products for that on my website if you're ever interested. They're very inexpensive. And there's MP3s and workbooks, and it teaches you how to get on the radio, how to be amazing, how to put it out there, where the radio shows are, what to do when you're on air, and how to get asked back. Also, I coach people on how to make their dreams and goals come true. So if not me, anybody, just align yourself with a mastermind group. It was Napoleon Hill who wrote about mastermind groups in his original books, and he talked about mastermind groups being one of the 13 steps to riches, because it brings about encouragement, support. You can join it for personal, professional reasons. It can be solutions you never conceived of, practical, helpful suggestions, goals. Don't forget, you're held accountable when you're in a group, and you can achieve them. It is a really powerful resource tool. It was Oprah Winfrey who said, God can dream a bigger dream for you than you can dream for yourself. And your role on earth is to attach yourself to that divine force and let yourself be released to it. So when you can put what you can put into relationships and situations so they work and they move forward is the notion from deep within. And hear this, the notion that you will resonate with deep within. I am whole and complete. I am whole and complete. Right now, even right now, I am whole and complete. I am worthy, I am of value, and I value myself, and I put that out there in the world. The wheel of life revolves around the center of pure spirit, present everywhere, and therefore centered in our hearts. This unmoved mover of all creation is our unfailing stay. Dare to dream, dare to make your dreams come true, and just know you can attract what you want, express gratitude, challenge your obstacles, and let me tell you, let it go. Take action, let it go, because there is a force out there that loveth youeth and is just waiting for youeth. And I love you too. Thanks for being a dreamer who wants to make their dreams a reality.